after the tip, as it'll be Toomey taking the tip. How great is it? The 2025-2026 basketball season is underway, and the kids here making some noise. 31 counties represented with schools here. Down low, a travel, good defense from Toomey. It's so loud I can barely hear myself.
It is a madhouse in here, Dean. It is fantastic. I love the energy and I love the excitement from all these kids coming in this morning, and it's an awesome atmosphere to play basketball.
Renaya Kelly, who did not play against South Carolina, is in the starting lineup with Nivar. Nivar driving, gets it back over to Renaya Kelly. Toomey, a true stretch four. I've said it before, reminds me of Kevin Love, as she is a shoot three first and a whistle against the Tar Heels, as even the Tar Heels can't hear themselves out here with all these kiddos.
Exactly. And, you know, everyone's coming out. This is the first game of the season, so everyone's still trying to figure out how they should manage their emotions in big games like this now that they really count. And so the excitement is here, and so look for them to shake off the cobwebs these first few minutes of the game.
Elina Aarnisalo also starting, along with Harris, Kelly, Toomey, and Nivar. Those are the five that got the nod for Courtney Banghart in game number 1. And first buckets of the season go to the visitors from NC Central. Good pass underneath, up and in. Nyla Harris, the senior transfer from Louisville, makes it 2-2.
And keeping with the Carolina tradition, they are pushing the ball, fast breaking attack. The NC Central Eagles right now, and it's awesome to see basketball played at this speed.
Good step in by Nivar, good hands from Toomey. Nivar will pick it up. Has Brooks in front of her. Nivar probably should have passed it, instead will go to the line to shoot 2. And they're just maybe talking about how to fill the lanes properly.
Exactly. You took my thought right away from me, Dave. And so she couldn't pass that because Nyla Harris never chose a lane. In basketball, you have to choose a lane. So if the big gets the ball, she needs to be in the middle of the floor. If a guard gets the ball, she needs to be in the middle of the floor. The big needs to be on her left or her right side, choosing a lane to give her a passing option.
Nivar missed the first. Oh, yeah. No Usby, no Gotting, no Donarski. I miss all 3 of them. They were great to watch.
These were fantastic players. And sort of going back to what we talked about in the opening, expectations. And because of those expectations were because of those 3 former players of Carolina right there. Usby, Donarski, and Gotting. 3 ultimate seniors last year that the Tar Heels have lost, and so they'll miss definitely this year.
Renaya Kelly, who's got the true dog in her, takes the charge.
Never afraid to put her body on the line for the betterment of the team. Nyla Kelly stepping in early, getting that clean charge. That's a great way to sort of work your way back into the game when you haven't been playing. Do a selfless act like that, take a charge. Great post position from Nyla Harris, utilizing her size, ducking in early, establishing position, finishing with ease.
She's 2 for 2. She's only 6'2", but plays, according to Courtney Banghart, like she's 6'5", and you can tell.
She plays big. She's not afraid to use her body. She has quick feet. She has strong hands. She's very, very athletic.
I felt like she played a role in getting that turnover and then setting for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Aarnisalo. And it'll be a timeout, NC Central. It's 8.
Ranking just because she believes her team can be so much better, and they need to work on so many things. And just like all coaches, that is such a normal thing to feel like, because you feel like you can always get better.
Field trip day at Carmichael. Nivar with those quick hands. Nivar will go to the hoop, up and in.
Nivar has such cat-like reflexes on the perimeter. She has some of the best hands in ACC, led for that easy steal right there.
Points off of turnovers for the Tar Heels. Driving to the basket. Sliding over is Harris. She'll get called for the foul.
And Harris has Nivar right there. Quick hands, great reaction time. Easy finish. Could have easily been an and 1. Great steal and finish right there. And prior to that play, after this play, Harris picked up a simple foul because she reached in. She never had to reach in. She had great guarding position, slid her feet, great upright position. All she had to do was stand tall. First season, first game jitters, I believe.
right, on the second one for NC Central, Nyla Harris. Nia Kelly. To quote Courtney Banghart, she's got that dog in her.
Got that dog in her.
Running down low, back of the rim. Picked out of there by Aarnisalo.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's the energy from the kids or what, but there's no reason why these ladies should be moving that fast at 11 a.m. in the morning. It is a frantic pace so far in this game.
I think it is the kids.
It has to be.
I don't know about you. They make me want to go out there and play. I mean, they are fired up. Off the front of the rim, ripped out of there by Nivar. Nivar already having a huge day with a couple steals, some rebounds, some points. She goes all the way, a little short there. She's drawn the defenders. Once she figures out that she can find Harris underneath.
I agree, and I didn't mean to step on your point right there, but I truly agree. She's doing a fantastic job of drawing two once she has the ball in her hand. She just needs to slow down a little bit and make that easy bounce pass to Harris, filling the lane.
Couple steps in, off the back of the rim. And Kelly will push it out. Nivar, extra pass. Stepped in there for Nyla Harris, but misses it. It's 12-3. Terrence Baxter did promise us he's the top man now in his third full season, 5th overall for NC Central. He said they will not lose by 70. It'll be less, but Nivar with another steal and another layup. Nivar.
That right there. That's still right there. Led to the timeout by Coach Baxter.
So we have not even made it to the media timeout. 2 timeouts for NC Central. They're down 11. It was 2-0 NC Central, but it's been all Tar Heels ever since, 14-3. And while this may not be a tough test, they got some tough tests coming up.
Yeah, and best believe they have to get ready for that UCLA matchup because that is a juggernaut of an opponent. Last year in the Final Four team, so Carolina needs to be ready for that. And then not to mention, number 2 Texas, December 4th. We talk about the top elite programs. Carolina is giving themselves a chance to get battle tested early on of the year.
The kids are going crazy here on field trip day. I feel like I've called a lot of these games, but this is definitely
madness.
It's the loudest it's ever been.
For sure. I'm gonna need a nap after this. I'm tired.
Courtney Banghart said 31 different counties from North Carolina represented, as it's primarily 5th graders, 6th graders, and 7th graders. It's one of those full circle moments because I've got multiple friends that have kids at this game. Kyle Lang, who used to work with us, he's got a kid here. Courtney Banghart has her kid here, not sitting behind her, but sitting with their class as well, and there's more and more like that.
It's truly awesome because, like you said, it's a full circle moment and allows these kids to come in and see possibly their role models playing basketball, and it gives them something to shoot for because, hey, if they can visually see that their role model is someone who inspires them, they can go out and do it. And so it's a cool thing to be a part of.
You can see it, you can be it, right, Joel James?
Yes, sir.
Courtney Banghart going to go to her bench. And Nyla Harris did get the start for NC Central, but right away Morgan Callahan came in as she was sitting to come in. Coach Baxter didn't tell us he was going to do that, but I'm sure there was a reason for it.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out why, honestly.
All right, so here comes Nyla Brooks, the freshman out of Maryland, into the game. I like the look of her, 6'1", rangy. She's got some long arms.
For sure. Dynamic player. She has a certain swagger about herself, and right off the bat, look at her. She's not afraid to take her shots.
Her first official shot as a Tar Heel will go off the back of the rim. The lead still 11.
Carolina is ratcheting up pressure right now. They're sort of playing a denied defense on the perimeter. Everyone is active. Everyone's moving their feet. Their hands are high. Everyone alert, attentive to the ball. Which is to be expected. It's the first game of the season.
Another sub for North Carolina coming into the game as Taisha Quiros coming into the game, the freshman from Brazil.
Yeah, she has an awesome story, Dean. Fantastic player. Started basketball at the age of 14, I believe. And she decided that this is the sport that she loved and she wanted to take seriously. So she actually came to America with a host family and pursued her dreams. And now she's here.
Second shot from Brooks, not on target. And now both teams have gone a little cold. North Carolina on a 14-1 run over the last 5 minutes plus. But they've even gone a little bit cold as Nivar trying to get another steal.
Those hands, man. She gets her hands in so many plays because she's active and she's aggressive on the ball.
So Kelly gets the start. We were expecting Lainey Grant to start, and Lainey Grant has not even played yet. So you got to wonder if maybe she's resting something, knowing they've got Elon on Thursday.
That's a great point.
Ripped out of there by Quiros. Hall into the game. Hall, decent player off the bench a year ago. Driving to the basket, up and in. What a nice touch from Elina Aarnisalo, the UCLA transfer who will play against her former team.
Fantastic move by Aarnisalo right there. Strong take. And Tar Heels fans, this is a fantastic point guard coming in this year, looking to help bolster the roster. Aarnisalo can do it all. She's very experienced and she has the ability to put the ball on the floor, drive, make baskets just like that.
Oh, right down the middle, and the third shot is the charm, and one for Nyla Brooks, the freshman.
Right here, Elina Aarnisalo taking her time, probing the defense, and once she sees that gap, she explodes. And then, not to be outdone, her freshman counterpart, Nyla, taking it strong for the and one Euro step finish. These girls are going to be fantastic this year. I surely believe that.
Sure does feel like it, as we have not even seen Grant yet, nor have we seen the 6'5" Blanca Thomas, who we're not expecting to see. We thought Kelly was going to be on a minutes restriction list. That's a great move inside.
Fantastic move.
Leah Grant, the freshman from Florida, with the bucket for NC Central. Another good pass, drive to the basket, and finish right there. Henderson. She does not look like a freshman.
Not at all. None of these freshmen look like a freshman. They're all very well-rounded, very experienced in the game of basketball. And it's refreshing, but also kind of cool to see that they come in with so much experience because they've played basketball all around the world.
So Jordan Zubic will check in. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Wow, what a great shot, and Hall makes it. Wonderful pass from Nyla Brooks. Felt the pressure, the kick out, and the finish.
Right on cue. Nyla Brooks knocks down that sweet pass from Nyla Hall. It's awesome. You know, it's sort of like remnants of last year where Coach Banghart had an excessive riches on her bench. You have literally McDonald's All-Americans, Jordan Brand All-Americans on your bench and on the lineup. I'm sorry, on the floor. They have so much depth and so much talent where it doesn't surprise me, but it's shocking to see how good they are.
Hall out there with Zubic. also into the game now. Nyla Ostakova, long three, pulled out of the air there by Brooks. Brooks can handle the rock. And travel that time. Travel by Ostakova.
Fantastic pronunciation on that one, D. One quick thing I want to mention, you haven't seen the same player dribble the ball up the floor for Carolina. It's been someone different every time. That speaks to the versatility that they have on this team. And Coach Banghart talked about their dynamic scoring and their versatility of everyone on the floor.
Shot from distance, in and out, ripped out of the air. The push coming from Kyrgios. It's a little bit too far out.
Now that right there was a freshman mistake. That, instead of making that Showtime highlight pass right there, make the simple, easy bounce pass, lead your freshman teammate to an easy bucket. That's something you're going to clean up later on in the season right there.
Speaking of cleaning up, Joel, one of the things we talked about earlier is particularly with Thomas out, it's another steal for North Carolina. They drop this back over. Zubic with an extra pass. Hall. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, and there's a travel. What I was trying to get to is, while they don't have the 6'5" Thomas, and we don't know when she's going to be back, I will say they play taller than they look, and they're not undersized at all.
No, not at all. So while they're not tall at the center and power forward position, they're tall in the guard position. So Brooks being 6'2", I believe, Tisa being 6'1", Nyla Hall 6'1". They have tall wings and tall guards, which helps them battle on rebounds and battle the box out and things like that on the inside because they're so big.
Three in and out for Brooks.
Another point I want to point out, Oskostova coming over from Russia. She's been called for 2 travels so far early on in the game. She's got to get used to that different foot pattern of how they call the ball, how they play the ball off the dribble from Europe to America.
Excellent point. Ball there on Zubic. Zubic played limited minutes last year, but she's from Minnesota. As when you think about Keenan and then, of course, Elisa Usby, Minnesota's been a nice pipeline to North Carolina over the several years.
The state has done well in Coach Banghart's eyes, and that being that they've brought in 3 fantastic players from the state, and they've all panned out to be fantastic players and fantastic people inside of the program.
Yeah, carry. They don't call that all the time.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 24, Ohio Finkel, number 5, Mia Young.
Nyla just got a little overzealous right there. She tried to get that buzzer beater shot off.
(23-9), final seconds. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Unbelievable work defensively for North Carolina, and they've got a big
experience. And of that experience comes from a lot of international play from the freshmen.
On the court to start the second quarter for the Tar Heels.
All right, so back out there will be Zubic, Harris, Hall, Toomey, and Nivar. Nivar with 3 steals already, as she is averaging a steal every 2 minutes. She played 6 minutes and got 3 rips.
That's awesome. I'm not surprised, though.
Toomey got a piece of it.
Fantastic job by Harris. Able to move her feet and get that contest.
Oh, Toomey's wide open. Nivar takes it anyway. Cleared a lane for her, so she took the left side.
We'll call that big man. We'll call that a big man's assist right there. Posted up, cleared the lane for you.
I like that. I always thought you're supposed to pay off the big person no matter what. And Toomey was open. There's a 3.
For sure.
Nice handle stepped in there by Hitton, the junior from Durham, from Winston-Salem Christian. Nivar handling the ball. There's a turnover.
Tried to split a double team.
Jump ball. Possession here goes to the Eagles.
And right there, Ciera Toomey does a fantastic job of holding all the defense, calling the parting the seas for Nivar for that easy layup. And you know, Dean, us bigs are a little sensitive, so you always got to take care of us. But we have to highlight little wins while we're on the floor, helping our teammates get easy buckets. That's what continues to motivate us to keep us playing hard.
That's well said, and a good way to support her clearing that lane. A 3 hit for NC Central, as stepping into it was Shakira Foster, the sophomore. 25-15. Terrence Baxter calling 2 timeouts before the media timeout, not wanting this game to get away from his team. And you know what? For the moment, it worked.
It did. Coach was right in doing so, trying to settle his team, even though there's so much high energy and the pace is so fast. You want to settle your team and get them thinking with a clear mind. And as mentioned right there, Coach Baxter in his 3rd season at the helm for the Eagles, actually his 5th season on staff, and so he's done a great job of trying to lead this program into greener pastures.
Another drive down, and that is now points number 9 for number 17, 8 and 9 to lead all players, and then a rebound as well. What a transfer from UCLA. Extra pass out to Zubic, and Zubic hits a 3. And just like that, the lead's 15 again.
15. This game is played at such a frenetic pace right now. I bet if you went back and watched possession by possession, the Tar Heels are getting the ball up at the rim maybe with 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're moving this ball up the floor quickly.
Harris with the rebound on the Nivar shot after another steal from Nivar.
Look at this pitch ahead. Great pass by Aarnisalo. Great pass by Indya Nivar. But an easy bucket. That's awesome basketball right there. The ball's finding the open person because they're playing with energy and effort.
Harris with 6 points. Make it 7 with the and 1 after Nivar with her 4th steal of the game, so 4 steals in 8 minutes.
She's right on pace.
Left it out of bounds.
Right there, Nivar. If she keeps this up, I believe she could set a record for most steals in a game.
There's Bill Belichick
stopping in to see a little bit of morning basketball.
It's kind of cool.
It's awesome.
This win over Syracuse. They needed that one.
For sure.
Ripped down again by Harris. She's got 3 rebounds to go with her 7 points. Toomey is out there. She has yet to take a shot. Look at this little runner. Wow. We were talking about it before. We knew that Elina Aarnisalo was going to be legit, but she has been outstanding. I realize it's only NC Central, but her handle, her leaner, everything looks good.
She's a stud, man. She's a bona fide player out there. She can do it all. Even though like you said, she's a young player. She's only a sophomore, but she has the ability to be a true star in this program. She can set records because she has the ability to put it on the floor. She can find her teammates, and then she has the poise to stay cool under pressure moments to knock down big shots.
What a big transfer, as she played 20+ minutes in UCLA's Final 4 game a year ago. And there's Toomey with a rebound. So Toomey doing other things. Extra pass. Zubic made a 3 earlier. Short on that one. Toomey, yes! Fantastic. You want buckets? Here you go.
Yep, right on cue. Awesome job by Toomey, not settling and staying at that 3-point line, but following her teammate's shot for the easy putback.
87-15. Coach Banghart loved the offensive production against South Carolina and Tennessee, for that matter, in their preseason games, but didn't like the fact that they gave up 91 to South Carolina. So she said that defensively, they're going to continue to work on it. And as you know, as well as anybody, Joel James, Courtney Banghart teams always play pretty good D.
That is very true. And sort of like of last year's team, this team is going to have to be the ultimate aggressor on a defensive end, because they have to have active hands, they have to have active eyes, and talking cannot be anything below a level 10 of 10. They have to communicate to each other, and they have to use their size on the wings and guard position to help their lack of depth in the center position to play defense.
Toomey trying to use her size on the spin. It fell short. Rebound and drive from NC Central. Another rebound for Toomey. Great outlet pass, Nivar. Brooks was running the lane again. Nivar elects to shoot it, and she'll finish it. Nivar with 9.
Aarnisalo doing it all, but she's trying to establish herself as a defensive player. She's picking up in the backcourt, doing a good job so far.
Open for a 3 for NC Central. That'll rattle out. And another rebound for Harris. She's got 4 rebounds to go with her 7 points. Stepping into it, a 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Nyla Brooks, the freshman. Part of this highly rated freshman class for the Tar Heels. Celia Henderson, another freshman, getting ready to check in. Next opportunity.
Grant taking her time, sizing up. Good defense right there. Maybe Grant just sort of rushed that shot on Toomey.
Toomey down low, double team. Will give it up, feeling the pressure. And not shy about shooting is Brooks. That's her 5th shot, 2 for 5. All right, we're gonna roll out here with the score 42-15. Good passing, good finishing. Tar Heels rolling. Elina Aarnisalo has been rock solid.
And she's been doing it all so far this morning for the Lady Tar Heels. She's showing all of her package. She's able to knock down the 3, put the ball in the 4, probe the defense and get easy finishes in the lane. And then she's not afraid to do a little soft, shake. Put 2. Elina Aarnisalo, she can do it all. She's a very, very dynamic player, very, very dynamic scorer. Tar Heels Lady Tar Heels are so lucky to have her this year.
Ooh, a little bit too casual from Aarnisalo that time, and layup missed, but then made. Good second effort coming from NC Central's Amaya Harris.
And if I had to be critical about one thing so far I've noticed in the game is the Tar Heels are, even though they're playing at a frenetic pace, they need to slow down and not make little mistakes like that.
Good pass down low to Harris. He's got 9 on 4 or 5 shooting.
First, second team foul in the second quarter. Re-entering the game for the Eagles, number 10. Ciera Foster, number 23. Nasia Lane, man number 3. Morgan Callahan.
Nyla Harris, we've already talked about the fact that she looks like she's 6'5" out there. Frankly, broader shoulders, a little bit wider than Gakdang, who was so good underneath.
Yep. But I would say just as athletic. She has the ability, like I said, she can step out and guard multiple positions. She can slide her feet with the best of them, and she's not afraid to get inside and mix it up and use her body for her advantage to gain advantage on the offensive and defensive glass.
Brooks continues to shoot it. That was a good rebound on the other side from Henderson. As you take a look at Harris, the tower of power, 4 for 5. A rare miss, the first miss on the day for Aarnisalo right there.
And the assist from the double trouble of the Nylas, Nyla Harris and Nyla Brooks. Great connection right there. And I look for Brooks to be an offensive firepower threat for this team so far. She's going to be a player who can score from pretty much anywhere on the floor, inside out. She's not afraid to take a big shot, and she's aggressive. And so I think she needs to find her balance and her moments with her team so far. But she's done a good job. So, that's a tough foul right there.
Leaders 30s. Henderson, the freshman from Arizona, is driving to the basket.
To the line to shoot 2 for the Tar Heels, number 3.
Well, you nailed it. The guards are tall. They've got long arms. They can rebound. They see the court and they can shoot.
And they're aggressive, which is fantastic. So I think Coach Banghart she did a fantastic job of recruiting this year at those positions. Harris sinks both of them.
I like when you've got some lefties on the team.
So do I. That lefty, that shot looks smooth.
Coming into the game, number 26, Ciera, by way of Brazil.
And sort of like Lady Grant last year, Tissa enrolled early to UNC, but she didn't have the ability to play, but she had the ability to learn and watch from great players like Utsby and Gakdang and Lexi Donarski. So she's a little bit ahead of her freshman counterparts, but she's eager and ready to play.
It's a foul there on Aarnisalo. Sometimes she got beat to the baseline and a little bit of shove from the midsection, earning the whistle.
Oh, that was on the floor. Well, I thought it was getting ready to be a shooting foul.
NC Central goes strong. Rebound picked up here by Ciera. Lane wasn't there, so we'll give it back to Nyla Brooks. Brooks will create her own lane if she needs to. And an off-ball foul, legal screen called against North Carolina.
Thaisa, a little eager on that screen right there. She needs to come to a solid stop. Allow the defense to acknowledge her as a screen. That way she can be in lead guard position. She's going to pick up this little ticky-tack fouls right there.
Sydney Barker, now a junior.
Crowd favorite, team favorite. She comes in with high energy.
Yeah, she's even a captain off the bench. Doesn't play a ton, but they love her. Anytime she does anything, the crowd goes crazy. And it looks like this time she'll call for the foul.
And
Sorry.
And players like that are so essential to teams that are successful because they bring energy every day. They're mood controllers. When I say mood controllers, they control the mood of the team. They have the pulse of the team. They know what they need and what they don't need. And they're sort of like an extension to the coach because even though they're not playing as much, they're so well connected to the team and so well connected to the coach. And coaches usually realize that. And so they use them as a barometer for how their team is feeling and how they're doing on a day-to-day.
Both free throws made there by Lane. Meanwhile, NC Central just one of their last 11. And North Carolina on a 24-5 run. Timeout called by Courtney Banghart as Barker got in some trouble.
Central trying to ratchet up some type of pressure, manufacture some type of pressure with Carolina so they can slow down their breaking offense.
Let's take a look at the preseason poll as Courtney Banghart calling the timeout with Barker in trouble. Breaking down a play. The ACC preseason poll. UNC got 1 vote. I like it.
One vote. And I think that's a disservice to this UNC team. This is a team that's going to surprise a lot of people in the ACC because they are, so far, they are a really good team, very balanced, well constructed, and they have experience, even though they don't have the age number marked down.
Yeah, Duke, NC State, and North Carolina, 3 triangle teams voted top 3. First time that has happened in like 25 years. And it's only happened 2 times ever, including this year.
Yeah, it's been a while, but that's just a testament to how good ACC basketball has gotten. These ladies have gotten better. They've gotten in the gym. They've been immersed in such basketball culture for so long that it was inevitable. The game was going to catch up. And so look for this year to be a fantastic year in ACC for women's basketball.
Henderson, that left-handed stroke, will go to the line. Missed the first one. He's now 2 for 3 from the line. He's played 6 minutes. He's got 4 points. This is both. It goes through the hands of Hall. Now NC Central with 2:15 remaining, trailing by 30.
And I'm surprised, even though for how fast this game has been played, it's only been the 67th foul shot for Carolina.
Henderson, Hall, Brooks, Barker, and Kyrgios out there for North Carolina. Hinton, Morris, Callahan, Grant, and Lane out there for NC Central out of the MEAC.
Brooks at the top of the key, probing. Got in a little bit of trouble, got in the air, and got a turnover right there.
Now Barker, the pass to Hall. Hall, and down as Brooks. It'll be a turnover.
A little too high on that pass from Hall. Those are the moments right now that the Tar Heels need to tighten up the screws about making non-pressured turnovers.
Yeah, that's 10 turnovers on the game. I think Courtney Banghart would say that's too many with still 1:40 left in the first half.
Too many. And of those 10, I bet 5 of them were non-forced.
Good defense by North Carolina. I think they're going to say there's a step outside there was Henderson.
Yeah, you're right on the money. She landed on the ground out of bounds, but she still had that ball in her hands.
Good pass inside. Better rebound coming down from Kyrgios. She'll outlet it. Hall will go up a little bit too strong. Trying to tip it in there was Brooks, and it'll go out of bounds. Brooks, just the way she moves and glides, she reminds me of Kawhi Leonard.
She does.
You with me on that?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that comparison. Her length, her long arms. She has the ability. She seems like she's a ball hawk, not hog, a hawk, where she has the ability to put the ball on the floor. She has the ability to seek out her own shot. She's aggressive. I think those are all great characteristics of a basketball player.
Now, if she can start finishing like Kawhi Leonard, it's over.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't miss.
He doesn't. He's a machine. Nice post up.
Yeah, great post up. Strong.
Fantastic finish by Tisa.
Viva Brazil.
Viva Brazil. Her mom and dad are right behind the bench. That's an awesome moment. Open up to see your daughter's first college basketball game.
Nice hustle from Central. Barker with the outlet. Driving to the lane and up and in for Brooks.
Barker doing a fantastic job of outletting the ball, pushing the ball ahead, and finding her players in transition for easy buckets.
Brooks with 10. Only Aarnisalo has more with 11. Rebounded underneath. Brooks.
The score at halftime.
53.
Top-ranked opponent, and be tested against an opponent who is bigger, who's faster, who's stronger than them. but he wants them to take away lessons from this game that they can carry on throughout their season.
With Joel James, everybody's favorite, I'm Dean Linke, delighted to be with you as the second half is underway here at Carmichael. The basketball season is underway as well. The men will play tonight over at the Dean Dome. There's Nivar. That's at the Dean Dome tonight, right?
Yep. They're opening up against Central Michigan, I believe, and they're excited as well. Central Arkansas, my mistake.
Looked like an extra step there. Great defense from Harris. As Harris already had one block in that first half. Nivar is going to step into a three. Good rebound underneath. Tough angle, though.
Harris sandwiched between two players. She still was able to get the ball, but wasn't able to make that finish.
So Brooks starts with Harris, Aarnisalo, Toomey, and Nivar. That's the Courtney Banghart lineup. It's Morris, Callahan, Harris, Lane, and Finger for NC Central. And Nivar will get called for the foul.
Now, just looking at it, this looks like it could be a very good defensive lineup for Coach Banghart because she has size and length at all positions. She has the wherewithal with Aarnisalo on the floor, and you have so much talent where these guys can use their feet. So I think this could be a really good lineup.
First one missed by Harris for NC Central. And for those of you at home wondering how can it get that loud, well, first of all, you have 31 different school districts, 31 counties actually representing schools here at this game. And then I got to give the video crew credit because they've been asking them to get loud, and they go crazy.
They go crazy. And not to mention, I've seen a lot of kids with a lot of cotton candy in the stands. So I guarantee you they are amped up from sugar. They're out of class. It's exciting basketball right now, so they're loving it.
You know, that's interesting, too, because our director, Colin Beiersdorf, said to keep the cotton candy away from you and I. What's up with that?
I don't know. I got a beef with that one. Everybody loves cotton candy, even Big Joe.
Nivar, good spin, extra pass, a little short. Another rebound for Harris, who's got 9 rebounds, 9 points. A double-double machine walking in the door, the transfer from Louisville.
And that was a huge pickup for Coach Banghart. Like you said, a double-double machine. I believe she has over 90 double-doubles in her time at Louisville. She has the ability to rebound in a crowd. She's tough. She's physical. As you just saw, she was on the floor for a loose ball that she got up and got an offense rebound at the foul line. She's all over the place.
Love everything about her game. Nivar trying to get it down. To me, that's a message pass right there. I do believe Nivar was told, look, you are playing incredible. You've got 4 steals, but there's going to be a better shot. Find that better shot.
I truly agree to that as well, Dean. Because like you said, there are easier shots that can be taken on the floor if you take the time to seek them out. And I think that was Nivar right there trying to get inside to her big for easier too. Carolina sort of applying pressure right there. Central's looking for that inside post up against Brooks.
Ooh, what a great move. That's excellent footwork. Excellent work up and under for Young and NC Central.
Tough drive. Could have easily been a foul, but ref didn't think so right there. Young takes her time right there, backs Brooks down, up and under, very fundamentally sound with the step through and the finish. Good play by Brooks. I'm sorry, by Young.
Really good play. Aarnisalo. UCLA transfer. Puts it down to Toomey. I love seeing that because I felt like last year she wasn't totally healthy, so she was relying just on that Kevin Love 3.
Right.
This year she can go down low.
Right. Yep. She's actually fortified her body. She's gotten in the weight room. She's gotten stronger and recovering from injury. And now she's fully confident going inside and banging in the post.
Touched by the Eagles. Tar Heel basketball.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Tar Heels. Tar Heels with 6 steals as a team, 4 for Nivar. NC Central shooting 26.5%. North Carolina shooting 58%. Toomey, there's the 3. She can hit it.
Q, outside 3.
That was smooth. Now sitting on 7, 3 for 4 from the floor for Toomey. 62-23.
And you're right, dude. She shoots that with so much confidence and fluidity. That's a tough word. She's so fluid in taking that shot.
I feel like you had it the first time.
Did I have it?
Yeah.
Second guess myself. Come on now.
Yeah, don't do that.
Hey, come on, never that.
Nivar and Toomey in the middle of that drive.
There it is, and Nivar finding an open teammate. Toomey pops out, shoots that shot smooth. What a great release coming off her hands right there. Knocks it down.
I'll tell you what, she looks healthy, looks ready to go. We already knew that she had the ability to stretch it out, but is playing strong down low. Ciera Toomey, if she can stay healthy, it is on.
I fully agree. And not only healthy, she's confident. She's confident in herself. She's confident in the work she's put in over the past year. And having the season she had last year, a little bit up and down, but she's able to be back to the player that she once was. And I look for her to be a great player for the Tar Heels this year.
Field trip day here at Carmichael, 11 a.m. tilt. Buses are up and down right outside Carmichael, and a whistle called against North Carolina. Gokdeng moved on, Donarski moved on. Watching this game from Rome, the great #1, the only player in the history of North Carolina women's basketball to have a triple-double, talking about Alyssa Usby. Hello, Liz.
What up, Usby?
Jordan Zubich took her #1. Usby, one of those players that I think you got to talk about hanging her jersey up there.
For sure. For sure. She's done so much for the program. She was such a dynamic player. Like you said, she can do it all. Rebound, a score, assist. She was truly a Tar Heel through and through. And I know Coach Banghart misses her.
Nivar.
And I believe Central's went back into a zone right now, a matchup zone.
Down low, good pass. Harris got trapped. Extra pass, Aarnisalo stepping into it, and 3 for Nyla Brooks. Nyla, and more Nyla. We got 2 pretty good Nylas.
Nyla's everywhere. Nyla here, Nyla there. Nyla top 5.
The crowd appreciating some good basketball here. Pulled down again by Brooks. A little bit too ambitious that time from Aarnisalo. Looking to pay off her fellow transfer, Nyla Harris.
Couldn't connect. Aarnisalo finds Nyla Brooks for that step-out 3. Such a 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". I love the reaction from the bench and from the kids in the crowd. Awesome.
There's a nice 3. Finding the way is Harris for Central. Another good pass on Aarnisalo. This time, ooh, a travel though coming for Harris. Nyla Brooks, by the way, is the 2025 Gatorade Virginia Girls Basketball Player of the Year, and looking everything like it. Picked preseason ACC all-freshman.
Yeah, and I think you can go ahead and book that. She's definitely going to make that team, barring injury, staying healthy. She's awesome. She's a dynamic player. She's highly confident and highly skilled. On the defensive end right now she's trying to pick up her intensity, fighting over screens.
So a foul called against North Carolina. They're open this season here. They're up 67-28 against NC Central. The lead is 39 for Courtney Banghart's Tar Heels with 4:51 remaining in the third. It's 67-28 as we take a look at the power of the ACC. These three schools are separated by what, 25 miles altogether?
Less than
barely
25 miles.
Yeah. 7, 9, and 11.
7, 9, 11, and I think that is easily, I can make a case that they should be top 10, all of them together. But I think Carolina is going to have their hands cut out for them because there is a multitude of players and a multitude of teams with so much talent and experience in the ACC this year.
Toomey with the block down low. You know, it's interesting. Courtney was fired up about the team, but she did say, I don't get how they do the rankings. She's like, I think we're probably overrated at number 11, but we're going to do everything we can to show that we belong.
For sure, for sure. And I think that's all coaches who want to be great always have a cautious, optimistic approach to their season. Know that there's so much work to be done that goes into these to live up to those rankings. But I fully believe Coach believes in her team and knows that they can do it.
Oklahoma Central foul is called on number 24, Nyla Harris. That's her second.
And Harris is going to the line right now, but she's been battling inside all this morning. She's aggressive. Like I said, she's a big body. She uses her body well. She's not afraid of contact, and she actually seeks out contact to get to the foul line.
She's got 10 points, and she is 1 rebound away from 10, as she will most definitely start her UNC career, the Louisville transfer, with a double-double, which, you know, I know we already mentioned Alyssa Usby, but she also was a double-double machine.
Double-double machine. And
well, there's a steal for Harris. Harris now, a little short on the layup.
A little bit too much dip on the chip for that layup right there for Harris. I truly believe she just took the contact. She'd have got that and one finish. But that's okay. She's getting another chance.
Defensively there for Harris. And lockdown. Harris's dad, Robert, played pro football with the Vikings and the New York Giants.
That's correct. Maybe that's where that physicality comes from.
You know it. Harris out front defensively. Some numbers to keep an eye on this year for Harris. Her career high for points is 22, rebounds is 15. I just feel like for the amount of time she's going to be playing, she's going to break those records. Look at Toomey with another block here, as Toomey's got 3 blocks to go with Harris's 2 blocks. That's the kind of defense that Courtney Banghart was asking for. And the leaner in for Aarnisalo, she's got 13.
And you're right. Defense is going to be has to be the calling card of a multitude of players this year for Carolina. Hey, Coach Banghart knows pretty much anyone she puts on the floor can score. But does she know, can anyone guard? And that's what she's really going to have to search for this season.
Well, 2 things just happened on that play. Indiana Nivar's defense on the back cut was phenomenal, so they had to reset. And then Toomey made the shot difficult. I'm liking what I'm seeing even away from the ball defensively for the Tar Heels.
I agree. That size and length on the perimeter is really helping the Tar Heels stifle the Eagles' opportunities on the offensive end. And then they're converting. So they're converting on the offense, on the defensive end to the offensive end. You got guys running their lanes hard. Players are looking up for each other in transition for easy layups.
So Nyla Harris, the senior from Orlando, Florida, by way of Louisville, went to Lake Highland Prep, communication studies major. This is the free throw, so she'll stay at 11. First free throw she's missed today.
She's got a pretty good shooting stroke. It's compact, it's fluid. Good release off her fingertips.
I agree. Really smooth. 72-28 with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Heroes defensively trying to lock in. Does enough, gets the rebound. And took an extra step there. I felt like she was bumped. That's why she took the step.
I agree. She looked like she was bumped. But again, I think that might have been their 5th or 6th unforced turnover as a team. Simply just trying to rush, go too fast. Just slow down, collect yourself, then make a move.
14 turnovers for North Carolina, 1 more than NC Central. So that will stand out for Courtney Banghart. The rebound and the push. Henderson, Nivar with the charge. That'll be the 3rd foul against Nivar.
Yeah, and that's the correct call. We could all see that coming from a mile away. Nivar should have probably backed it out, allowed for her team to come back, get to the rim, slow down.
It is crazy here.
Children's Day never fails to excite.
That one a little bit too strong. Rebound for Harris, so the double-double is complete. Long outlet trying to find Henderson.
And the tempo of the game has not slowed down since the opening jump. Carolina's been doing a good job of pushing the tempo, constantly applying pressure, making NC Central get back on their heels defensively. Solid screen by Grant right there, frees up her teammate. Nice bucket for number 10, Foster.
So now 30 points for NC Central. Down 42.
Entering the game for the Tar Heels.
And getting ready to go out of the game is Nyla Harris. And a sub coming in for North Carolina is Stashkova. Wears the number 5 jersey, freshman out of Russia.
Moscow, Russia.
Courtney Banghart said super smart, picking up English right away. Nivar, good drive. As Nivar, you know what Nivar is? She's just a basketball player.
That's right.
She can do everything.
She can do it all. She's a Swiss Army knife. If you need her to get 5 steals, she can go get 5 steals. If you need her to get 10 rebounds, she can go get 10 rebounds. And this year, Coach Banghart is going to have to rely on her to pretty much do a lot of things because she is one of the elder statesmen on this team. But I think she's up for the challenge.
Zubic out there with Hendershot, Stashkova, as well as Nivar and the Brazilian Kyrgios. Here's Stashkova.
Stashkova. That's a fun name to pronounce.
Zubic hit 1 3. She's 1 for 4 from the floor.
There's got to be a cut. Someone open up the lane. Oh. Foster an offensive rebound to Central. Couldn't quite finish that one.
50 seconds remaining. Harris will go out for NC Central and Coach Baxter. Terrence Baxter. Hey, we got to mention Paris Key, part of their coaching staff, 2-time All-ACC. As the Tar Heel returns, now part of the NC Central bench. Last year was Indya Bryant, who stepped away from the game, and they added Tar Heel. Take away Tar Heel, you got to add one.
You add another, exactly. So it's awesome to see Paris back in this building, and I know she has so many fond memories of playing on this court. And it's actually pretty cool. I have a fond memory of watching her play. She was an awesome player for Coach Hatchell, and it's amazing to see her back.
Zubic. That's a good move by her, known as the three-point shooter. If you can draw out the defense and then drive the lane and finish, Courtney Banghart will take that. Speaking of threes, nothing but the bottom of the net there from Hinton.
Yeah, Hinton took her time. She knew that shot was money when she released it. She was fully poised, fully confident as she shot that 3 ball.
Nivar likes to isolate. Looks like that's what she has in mind, and she'll miss it. And that will end the third with the score: North Carolina 76, NC Central 33. Women's basketball season underway.
As he was a wide receiver for the football team in the season of 2019-2020. So welcome back, Tar Heels.
Start of the fourth quarter. And
I don't know what just happened.
Clock issue, or not totally sure. Ostashkova stays out there, along with Zubic. Kyrgios. Good pass. Looks like an extra step there, and unlucky for Ostashkova.
Couldn't convert the reverse layup right there, but that was a great motion play that Carolina ran to get back cuts and flashes to the middle to get that easy layup.
Game number 1 of the season for both teams. As there'll be some big games, as we've already talked about, coming later this week. Big game tomorrow. Big game Thursday on the linear ACC network. Sets her feet and nothing but the bottom of the net. That's 9 for Hinton, who is 3 for 4 from 3.
Fantastic shooting stroke. Hinton has sort of been a bright spot for the Eagles so far.
Rebound tough underneath there from Henderson, and she'll go to the line. Aaliyah Henderson, go ahead.
Aaliyah Henderson using her size and versatility to get on that offensive glass. She's a physical specimen coming in this freshman class. I look for her. She's really exciting. She has the ability to put the ball on the floor. She's strong. She's aggressive. I think she could be a great player for Coach Banghart.
She's got international experience as well. She started every game for Canada.
She does.
At the FIBA U18 Women's AmeriCup in 2024. By the way, she boasts 8 state championship titles between basketball and track. And both parents competed at Idaho State. Her mother, Donica, in hoops, and her dad, Anthony, in football.
Yeah, that is amazing. Amazing feat that she's accomplished in the high school level. And she's going to bring that experience and competitiveness to these Tar Heels this year.
And that winning mentality,
That's
right?
Yes, winning. Yeah, this is a team of winners. And I think that goes back to the point we made earlier on in the broadcast. Even though this team is young, this team is full of winners. There's a lot of winners on this team. A team that played an international experience from FIBA ball, guys that played in high-stakes games overseas as a pro and things like that. And so he's a team full of winners, and I think that it's going to be a good year for him.
You take a look at the other international heels right here. Aarnisalo's been outstanding. Kyrgios from Brazil as well, and you feel like Liza is going to settle in here.
For sure. For sure. I think it's only a matter of time for Liza to settle in and to establish herself as a key bench player coming off the bench this year. Seems like Central's ratcheting up their defensive pressures.
Shot there by Aarnisalo, not there. It's actually Lisa Ostashkova. She figured, you know what, I've already made the last name about as hard as I can possibly do it. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it's not just as simple as Liza, it's Lisa.
Nothing easy. Awesome.
It's some of the sugar is finally worn off. That's the first kind of quiet moment. It was weird right there.
That was very weird. Yeah.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 11, Nyla Harris.
I think these kids might be, it's going to be a quiet bus ride home, I'll tell you that much. Practice where they probably fall asleep on this bus.
Into the hands of Brooks. Brooks stops and pops. It looks like a legal screen was called. Toomey.
Yeah. Toomey got caught up in a little hand battle right there on that screen, and that's why she got called for that foul.
77-36, under 8 minutes remaining in the game. Stolen away there by Brooks. Her first steal of the game, as she is a stat maker. The line on Brooks, 6 for 10, 3 for 4 from 3. She's got 4 rebounds, a couple assists, and a steal.
Really filling up the stat sheet. Like I said, she can do it all. She has a size and frame and a wherewithal where she can. It wouldn't surprise me that any night, any game that she can have, like you say, 10+ points, 7+ rebounds, 4+ assists, 2+ steals, a block. She's amazing.
Toomey is now in double digits. So Nyla Harris has 12, Aarnisalo 13, Toomey with 11, Nivar with 13, and with 15, Brooks. Great balance.
Great balance, great scoring from all over the floor. And they've done actually a pretty good job on the defensive end as well. They've held NC Central to low shooting percentages as well in both halves.
Last touch by the Tar Heels.
.650 remaining in the game. It's 79-36. Nice move up and under. Rebound there for Toomey, though. Toomey putting together a nice game from 3, back of the rim. Curios tried to keep it alive, but it's knocked out of bounds. So the only dress player not to play, and I feel like, we get paid to speculate. I think it's a knock because she had been starting. She started against South Carolina, Lainey Grant, who is only 18 years old, arrived on campus here 17, the youngster. She's going to be a key part as well.
She's going to be a gigantic part for the Lady Tar Heels this year. I think she brings a lot of poise, a lot of excitement, and she has the ability to score from 3. Sort of filling in that Lexi Donarski role from last year, and it's interesting that she didn't suit up or play this afternoon, but she is suited up, so we really don't know.
They'll take on Elon here on Thursday at 7 o'clock as Toomey now having a big-time game. 13 points to go with 9 rebounds as she looks for a double-double.
Yep, and Toomey has played always within herself this game. None of her baskets look difficult. She's played within the flow of the offense. She's been opportunistic when she's had the ability to score. She scored. When she had the ability to pass, she's passed. And so she's had this element of poise and calmness about her in today.
Coach Baxter takes a quick break. 81-38 Tar Heels.
Great job from Toomey. Stretch, knock down, stretch the floor, shooting from 3. Aarnisalo, she's done it all. This is going to be a very balanced and very scary offensive team in ACC.
Nice move up and under. A beautiful finish for Victoria Morris. And stepping into it to shoot 2 for the Tar Heels is Nyla Brooks, who's sitting on 15 points. To go with 4 rebounds in 21 minutes.
Yeah, that's impressive. Opening game, possibly 17 points.
Lucky
commentators jinx.
Yeah, in and out, 0 for 2 at the line for Nyla Brooks.
Yeah, I jinxed her. I gotta stop that.
81-40, 41-point lead as we are 5 minutes remaining in this game. Don't forget, we're back here on Thursday as Elon, the Phoenix, also known as the Elon Krauses, will be in town. Barker. Toomey with the high pick and roll in the corner, and it rolls around as Brooks now 6 for 12 from the field. She's going to get hers.
She is. Barker made that easy open in that assist in the corner. I thought Barker could have even shot that ball. She was wide open at that ACC mark.
Another sub getting ready to come in for Courtney Banghart's team, and a foul called against Hall. 81-40 opening game for Courtney Banghart's Tar Heels, and they are rolling.
Versus NC State, in Louisville, not to be outdone, is taking on the behemoth facing UConn, #1 ranked UConn coming up. So there's some key games happening this week in ladies hoops. So tune in, check it out.
Merci beaucoup, Joel's games. 81-41. Toomey has been phenomenal. 13 points now, 10 rebounds. She's got a double-double. We go with Nyla Harris's double-double. 2 double-doubles.
Double-doubles. I love it.
Barker. Barker, little contact. He's hoping for a whistle, doesn't get it. They stay with North Carolina.
Barker forcing the issue. I like aggressive Barker coming off that. I like aggressive Sid coming off that screen, being aggressive, trying to get a bucket. Do your thing, Sid. Do your thing.
Might as well.
Might as well. You know what I'm saying? In a game like this, now is the time to establish yourself as an option scoring. Give yourself some confidence going into the season. Like, hey, you know what? I can get a bucket when I need to. I can make stuff happen.
Toomey drops it down low to the Russian and off the front of the rim, and good follow-up from Moscow to Chapel Hill.
Nice. From Moscow to Chapel Hill. Nice.
83-41. North Carolina with 19 points off of turnovers, a 3 there, and that'll go out of bounds.
Hanson could connect on that three-point shot right there. It seemed like they're a little bit disheveled, out of sync on that offensive sequence right there for Central.
Great work by producer Nolan Sullivan, our AED, the E-Dog Evan Badler, director Colin Byersdorf, Chloe Walrad, TD, Catherine Ryan on expression, Dylan Rolling Stone Field working the bug, Peyton Brown on replay. In a moment, we'll tell you who's been operating the cameras and doing a great job with all the great shots here. Toomey. It's going to go out of bounds, but it will stay off of Central. Andrew Smith is on the camera. Slim Bollinger. Saw Ethan Ferrara here. Ryan Givens also here. Long distance shot from Zubich. That's going to catch on.
It is. Zubich from 3. Smooth stroke from Zubich. She has the ability to come off the bench and be a sniper for the Tar Heels this year.
Ryan Spencer Lutz involved, Tanner King, Byron Sanders, Seth Wilson, Colin Tadlock. At the front of the rim, Meredith Pearson and Maya Lodi. With Joel James, I'm Dean Linke. We want to thank our great crew. And a foul called against North Carolina.
North Carolina foul is called number 5, Lisa Koskova. That's her third.
North Carolina playing Tennessee and South Carolina in preseason games. They played South Carolina in Atlanta, which was pretty cool.
Man, that was cool. And as you can all assume, South Carolina, their fans, they traveled. And so it's pretty much like a home game for South Carolina. But the Tar Heels put up a good showing against #2 ranked South Carolina, and it showed that they're ready They're ready for competition. They're ready for this season. And I think Coach Banghart had a really good grasp at who her team was going up against top competition in that matchup.
12 players have played for the Tar Heels. 10 of them have at least a bucket. Renaya Kelly only played 5 minutes, only took 1 shot. Sydney Barker has only taken 1 shot. Everybody else has at least a bucket. With 2 minutes remaining, 86-42. That's 44 points, as Coach Baxter said they were not going to lose by plus 60, and I think he's going to be right about that. So everybody's got to have something that they point to toward progress. This is going to be a good team in the MEAC.
It is. It is. And you can just see it right now. I'll tell you, one thing you never want to coach as a team, and that's effort and energy. And Coach Baxter will not have to do that this year with his Lady Eagles, because they play hard, they play aggressive. The scoreboard may not reflect it, but this is a good team.
Hall, who's got 3, missed everything on that one. Really good hustle to try to run it down by North Carolina, but it's NC Central here as we are approaching the final minute of the game.
1 minute remaining in the ball game. Shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Tar Heels. Check this out. It's 86-42, and they're earning shot clock violations. That is solid.
That is big. That's something that each of these coaches could appreciate, because one, his team, Coach Baxter's team, is playing hard on offensive end, and Coach Banghart's team is playing hard on the defensive end, and they were able to get a shot clock violation in the 4th quarter of the opening game.
Rebound far side, not quite there. Another rebound for Toomey. Toomey drops it back, and that one is in as they continue to give Liza Ostashkova opportunities.
Great job for Liza. I know she's going to be happy with herself finishing off the game on a high note. You know, these last 2 buckets, giving her something positive to look at in game film.
10 seconds remaining. Barker still digging in. Blocked away by Toomey. 3 seconds and a rebound. Oh, it counts. They'll get to 90. 90-42, your final for the Tar Heels.